Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this 12th of February edition of Morning Mindset. Ooh, we're getting closer, halfway through the month. Woo-wee! How's everybody doing today? How's everybody feeling this morning? You know, there's something going on yesterday that might have made some people not go into work today. So I hope that if you did not make it into work today, that you are feeling fine and everything is good. But, things happen. It should be a holiday. They would just make today a holiday. It would make things way easier because they are never moving that game to Saturday. But what is going on? Welcome to Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. If this is your first time here, long time here. Here's what I need out of you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what is what am I missing? What's weather in your area? Yep. And then your daily five things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that you are going to accomplish today. So for us, I've got quotes that I need to follow up on. I've got invoicing I need to do. I've got a team store that needs to be closed. I've got DTF prints that need to get done. And then I need to continue to work on those DTF bundles. So that's what I need now. Who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather's like in your daily 5. With that being said, let's check in and see how people are doing this morning. Brian, go Chiefs. That was a damn good game. It started slow, finished strong. The game, surprisingly, for once, was the best thing that was on the TV. The halftime show wasn't the worst one. I've heard a lot of people bag on it. I personally thought that Jermaine Dupri was CeeLo Green, so maybe I'm not into it as I used to be. But the halftime show was I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't think it was the greatest. I thought it was a good show, and the commercials. Besides learning how to correctly pronounce Temu, right? Temu, is that how it's supposed to be? The rest of it, that was a lot of wasted money, I feel. I think there's a lot of wasted opportunity. There are some good movies coming out, so I guess that was part of the saving grace. But, man, I don't know about the rest of it. Mountain Dew, embroidery, and Little Leagues. Brian's got a busy day in front of him. Sarah, good morning to you. 25 and frosty today. Should get to mid-40s, coffee in the cup. Yes, it was frosty this morning. It was like, I think it's like mid. I was going to say early 30s, low 30s, high 20s out right now. Frost was on the ground. Frost was on the cars. It's supposed to get nice. And it looks like next week it's supposed to get down with highs of only in like the low 30s. And I'm not wanting that. Now, the next week you can do whatever you want because we're going to be in Mexico. And I do think we're going to possibly try and go live from there. It all depends how it plays out. I think we're an hour ahead, so it just really depends. But we might throw a live in there. We'll see how it all plays out. Sarah's schedule. She's got staff schedule, down an employee for the next 4 months. Social media, boost tea of the week, update website, play with the laser, promote St. Patrick's Day in-store event. St. Patrick's Day is on a Tuesday this year, isn't it? I'm going to double check. No, it's on a Sunday. St. Patrick's Day is on a Sunday this coming year. Oh, interesting. A Sunday for St. Patrick's Day. T-Town, go Lions. 30 over there in Toledo with coffee now, and then a Monster Hydro. The Lions probably, I don't know how they would have did, but it would have been a good game. Jeff, good morning to you. 34 and haven't even looked outside yet. Nothing in cup. 5 things. Print and get everything else installed on the new PC. So much fun. I always dread that. And I can't be the only one, right, who dreads doing new, getting new pieces of equipment, especially when it comes to computers. Did this transfer over? Do I still have the license key for this? Who do I need to talk to about moving this? Yeah, it doesn't sound fun at all. Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, where it's 22 and overcast. Hot herbal tea in the cup and water in the bottle. I'm rocking some coffee. That's what I got here this morning. Barb's 5 things. She's going to practice the Wilcom color blending for digitizing. That sounds like that could be fun. Add more thread storage, test stitch logos, look for a SKU program, and quotes. Renee giving her hellos out to Brian, Sarah, Tim, Jeff, and Barb. It's 29 and sunny on the way to high 40s today with water in the bottle. Diana, good morning to you. Hi, Brian, Tim, and Free from Barb. Morning, Barb from Jeff. Jose, good morning to you. Harold, good morning. Atlanta, 58 and ready. Diet 58 and rainy, and Diet Mountain Dew in there. Diana, water in the cup. 41 cloudy. Finish resin key rings. Finish staves. Order blank goods. lunch with the kiddos, do a gas station restock. That sounds awesome. Now, Diana, how often do you do the gas station restock? Is it once a week, a couple times a week? How do you manage that and keep track of that? Hi, Diana from Barb. Hi, Barb. I still need to get with you on rhinestones. I just haven't had a free moment yet. Ooh, rhinestones. I've got rhinestone stuff on the schedule. I think there is rhinestone stuff on the schedule. I'll have to talk with Corey. I know she mentioned it because she was asking about flocks and stones that we had, so I better put that on my list. You need to add a link for team stores in the after party. Oh yeah, I can go back and find that the video on it on what was it on? It was on Tuesday with Todd, so it's on our YouTube channel. So I need to go back and find that. Remind me, and I can do that. But I know we are going to do an updated one in March. Going through like schedule of what it is. I know that people were asking about that, so I know updated on that. We can probably just talk about it pretty easily, and that's a great thing about the after hours show. In the after party, we can make things happen how we want to happen. I did post something this morning that I wanted to get people in there's opinion on. Because I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. It wasn't that much for it, and then we can run through that. But something on AI, ChatGPT, help with your marketing. So or if you are in our mentorship group, go check that out. Let me know your thoughts on it. If it looks good, sounds good to other people, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. If you're not in our mentorship group, why not? It is only $20 to do it. The link is in the comments, and when I get down to where it shows, I will go ahead and put it on the screen. Shore Life, a ton of stuff to get done. Just got back from APA show in Vegas. Yes, left before the Super Bowl game. How did you like the show? I heard it was smaller. I heard there was a lot of good information. I heard class was kind of mixed reviews on class. So I'm interested to hear everybody's thoughts on it that went. Was there any new products that you saw? Well, fill us in. Let us know, Shore Life. And I'm gonna totally mess this up. Nanny, is that right? Nanny's Journey. Good morning from coastal Georgia. I bet it's nice there. Jenny, good morning to you, Northern Indiana, where it's 25 water in the cup. It is. Not Tamu. Ooh, Tamu. Whatever. I got to listen to it like 5 more times. And it gives us the LOL. Good morning from SoCal and Customs, where it is 39, but clear skies. Can't beat that. I don't watch football. Our Minnesota Wild hockey team is doing great. Hockey is I was big into hockey for a while. And then I think just life happened, and it was just I haven't been in the game in forever. Corey, I kept singing it like that too. They got what they wanted from that ad. Well, yeah, they had to. We're gonna talk about that, like ad spend. How much was commercials? They had 3 of them. So our money was put to use yesterday. That is for sure. If you purchase from Timu. If you purchase from the Moo, that's what I'm going to call it. If you purchase from the Moo, then you helped fund a commercial yesterday. Hi, Jenny and Corey from Barb. He has not said it right yet, even after hearing it over and over. I know. We know this. I'm not the greatest at it. Hi, Barb. 5 things: occupational therapy appointment, mental therapy appointment, fiber training, organized week, finish up end of year tax prep for an accountant. That sounds like a fun day. Ooh, I'm breaking up. That's not good. Everything, that little button is showing a little wonkiness going on there. So thanks about that. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Dinah, you check that once a week. Okay. Here is the link to join our $20 group mentorship program. Patreon.com/FatDadMC. You thought it was you breaking up. Okay. Moo stuff. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So going through my list of stuff here. Today, we've got not a super busy day. And traditionally, Super Bowl weekend isn't a busy weekend for us. It seems like most people are ordering. They're busy that weekend, and so we don't get a whole lot come in, and that's that's how it is. I need to get better at making that consistent. That's why I've been looking at different AI trainings and different marketing systems, how to put in there. For us, we're trying to figure out, we've got so many different parts of the business, right? So we've got the wholesale side, we've got the retail side of it, we've got, the DTF side of it, we've got the laser side of it, we've got the wholesale printed side of it. Each one of those, while some overlap in customers, some will never see the other side. So we have to make sure that we have, a market plan for each one of those and how to do it. And that's what I need to work on getting better at. I need to get better at promoting things, putting things out there. I need to be better at asking for the sale. I didn't ask for any sales yesterday or Saturday, even though I should have. I don't think I put anything out there. And I looked in some of the groups in that, and I have done a really crappy job of that this month. So I need to get back on that horse. I need to pay more attention to the marketing calendar that I was working on, that I quit working on. And the only reason is because I didn't make it a priority. So I need to get back into that. Because if there's no sales, there's no business, right? And while we had a decent day on Friday, it was a really good day on Friday. Today, who knows? It could be a $0 day. It could be $100 day. It could be $1,000 day. It could be a $5,000 day. We don't know how it's planning out, and I want to keep that to a minimum. I want to stay pretty even with that, and I'm good with giving out quotes. I'm good with building out stores because those things are all going to produce future revenue. But I need to stay more consistent with that. I need to go after more things. And I think this is where, and I could be wrong, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where a lot of people in our position struggle at. We are that small business. We are that solopreneur. We have those set customers that we service, make sure they're taking care of that. But, at the end of the day, if we want more money, we need two things to happen. We either need more customers, or we need our current customers to increase the amount that they purchase. So we need to figure out ways to make that happen. We need to make sure that our customers are ours. And it's something that I've gotten good at, and then I've sucked at. I've gotten good at, I've gotten sucked at. And I've got to stop that. I've got to do more of promoting of things. I've got to really just make the leap and push forward on some things. So, how do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Betty, yes, it was small, but it actually makes it nice when you can get more interaction. I went to the trade show in Texas, and it was huge, right? So no comparison. All about if you want one-on-one. Yeah, and that's how, even the DAX shows. The DAX shows are that way, where they're a smaller show, but you have that one-on-one time. You have that time for networking. Like when we did APA last year, the show itself was super small, but the networking that we had, that was where, we really made some connections talked with some people, talked with some vendors, about maybe partnering together and some stuff. So there's a lot of good information there. And that's when it comes to schedules, shows. If you are in the membership group, don't forget to check out the trade show tab. That's where, if you know of a show that's not there, let me know and I'll add it. But that's where the calendar of events is for the year. You can see, that there's big shows, there's little shows, there's shows I've never heard of. There's shows that you're going to want to go to just for the networking alone. And it is, I think that's where a big part of it is. Darren, lost my check-in. Well, you can go ahead and put it in here, Darren. Did I miss you, or did you miss putting it in? Let me know which one I screwed up with it, because that very well could be. Harold, good morning to you. Where you got, hopefully rain stops soon. This is totally 5, so I can pick up some OSB for the attic. Install said OSB, build storage setup for my wife to store decorations, Bible reading, list a bunch of stuff on eBay. It sounds like a productive day. Clean out the garage, workshop time. I just needed to get warm before I can get back on that project. That's what I need. What about posting in the Discord a tentative calendar of subjects for Tuesday with Todd lives we'll be covering? We can totally do that under Tuesday with Todd, because right now I think we're squared away till next month. Looking at the calendar, I'm going to pull up the calendar. Actually, I got it. I think I got it right back here on this one. Tomorrow, we've got Bob in from Fresh Horizons, and I believe we're talking with VAs. I'm going to get with him today to make sure we got that. On the 20th, we've got Cindy back in, and we're going to be doing origami bows. There is no show on the 27th because we will be in Mexico. The 5th of March, we've got Sarah in, and we're talking Canva, which I think she was going to show us how to do one of the pop-up ads that she did. And then next time would be branding. So that's the 5th. The 12th, we'll have Bob back in talking marketing. And usually the way the schedule goes is like the second Tuesday show of every month, we'll have Bob in. And then the 19th, that's when I was going to be in, and we were going to talk team stores and fundraisers. So that's the schedule tentatively for now. I was talking with somebody over the weekend, and this is just on content creation, because we were going through how do you make this work? Because, if you look at all the stuff that we do, we have wide format printing, DTF printing, we have, HTV, we have apparel decoration, we have sublimation, we have laser engraving, we have, what am I missing there? Rhinestones is what brought it up. There's so many opportunities to produce so much content, things for videos, that I almost need to take each thing and I need to make a list of 52 topics for each one, because it can vary through it, and then I just need to get into it and just take a day, bang out 5 of these, bang out 5 of these, bang out 5 of these, and just keep going through that until we have it, and then just start dropping videos and just dropping videos and just dropping videos on it, so that way that content is in there in that short format, and then we can go into more detail of it, things like this, things like the after party, things like the Tuesday with Todd. So yes, I am going to definitely get better at that. Chuck says that's where he's at too. Yeah, I think we're all in that. The biggest issue is where to start, and I think that's where a lot of people get just stuck at, like, because there is no this is the best thing to do. If that was the best thing to do, everybody would do it. But there's people that are crushing it on TikTok. There's ones that are crushing on Instagram. There's ones that are crushing on Facebook. There's ones that are crushing it on Google. There's ones that are crushing it with lives. There's ones that are crushing it with word of mouth. There's ones that are crushing it with emails. There's ones that are crushing it with direct mail. So LinkedIn, other ones that people are crushing it. So there's a lot of different avenues to go, and it does get overwhelming. Like, where do you want to put it? Like, if I want to say my focus is on the retail side of it, this month, we're going to push laser tumblers. I need to go all in on that and, post everything I can about tumblers for that month, create content around that. And that's what I'm going to do. This is the product. Here's the benefits. Here's this. And just you create that whole schedule of events that goes along with it. So you can do that each month, and you pick one thing and you promote it. And you still will put in the other things. Don't forget we do this. But I have a feeling that that's where it's one of the reasons that our DTF sales have dropped off, is because, before we were posting stuff 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day about it, showing pictures, talking about it, doing one thing, and posting, anything. And we haven't done that. And so that's where I need to get back to that. So that's one focus of it. Then, if we look at the retail side of it, what are we pushing for that? Do we want to focus on team stores? Do we want to focus on fundraising building? Do we want to finish on the finished product side of it? Because Valentine's Day is here on Wednesday. What's the next thing after Valentine's Day? When we look at holidays, what do we have here? We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. We've got Easter coming up. Then we've got Mother's Day, and then Father's Day. So, what are the things that you're doing? If you are an end product producer, are you doing things to go around with that? So it gets overwhelming. And I want to tell you, if you're in that boat, you are not alone by any means, because it still happens to me. I will go down this rabbit hole and that rabbit hole and this one and that one. And why I'm down that rabbit hole, look, there's a gopher hole. So I better check that out too. And it just, at the end of the day, you may have researched, 10 different things and spent 8 hours doing it, and still you're at the same spot where we started with. So it's just, you just got to do something. And I need to get better at that. And like I said, I think that's part of the mentorship group, or not, not only am I offering, olive branches of knowledge, whatever, how that is, offering what I know, I'm relying on people that know a lot more than me to, help us out with what they know. So that way, it's a two-way street. There's people that are way better at things than me. There's a lot of you that are a lot better at things than me, and I think I bring a lot to the table. So together, we help bring everybody up. That's the goal of it. And it'll be something that, at the end of the day, I think is going to be pretty rewarding for it. And so, we've got the retail side, we have the wholesale side. Well, then if I want to push the membership group, that's another tree, another branch off that tree. So I need to stay consistent with it. I still need to do it there. And then it's just, go to town on it, and that's where I'm at with it. Dax, good morning, Todd. The mentorship group, are the sessions recorded so we can see them? Yes, now they are starting to be recorded. I need to go in. Let me put that on my list. Let me put that in my list and make sure I'm on the right day for my list. Recorded versions, because they are now being recorded, so that way we can repost them there. Which those are typically we're doing them after this, so 9:30 on depending where you are, 9:30, 10:30, 7:30, 8:30. It's like this runs for an hour. That starts 45 minutes hour. That starts up right after it. So yes, they will be in there for it. Darren said, thinking of giving up Spirit Sale and just going with Shopify. I think there's a plus and minus to that, Darren, because I don't know a lot about Spirit Sale, but let's just look at the stuff behind Shopify, right? Spirit Sale runs you what, $500 a year, $600 a year, so basically $50 a month. On Shopify, you're going to have that roughly same cost in it, because it's like $30 a month, but very few people do I know only spend the $30 a month on it, because they have different apps that are attached to it. They have different things that they're, other things that are going on with it, so it can be more than $50, no problem. So what is it that you need it to do for you? Sarah is a Chipley user, and that seems to do really well for her. That's one. It's depending on who it's $1,000 onboarding, and it can be had for less, but they also take a percentage of sales. So you have your pluses and minuses all. What do you need it to do for you? And maybe that's something to talk about today in the after show. One of the things I want to push on that, is, when we get in there, hey, who needs help with something? Let's try and make that a priority before we have all of our other fun stuff and start talking about different things and different processes. Let's start off, who needs help with something? Is there something that anybody's working on that they just need a little assistance on, things they want to talk about, and push it that way. And then, hopefully get a lot of great information out of it. Dax has got 76 in South Florida. Man, he's definitely rubbing that in. Now, water in the cup, 5 things: new computer, work on taxes, clean workshop, organize items. Not bad at all. Harold, this is for me, for Discord, what should we call the category for Morning Mindset Tuesday with Todd and other? Maybe that's just, we call it the gatherings, right? I think that's where the gatherings, because that's where Morning Mindset Tuesday with Todd, YouTube, Zoom. Does that sound good? We'll bring it to a desk today. We'll see how it does. Ooh, I did not hear this, but it makes sense, Sarah, because Chipley and Stalls are partnering up. So possibly Spirit Sale closing, phasing out. I heard a rumor. I use Equid for my Spirit Sales. I do as well. We use Equid for that because it is very easy. It's very easy to open that store for you, a few things, and put it on there and get there. Dax said, unfortunately, I still have the 8 to 5 in corporate America. That's why I'm asking about the recorded sessions. Absolutely. And we'll still do, we'll do at least one a month after Tuesday with Todd. So we'll have that one. But yes, now that I have that on here and I can figure out where to put things, to host things at, we're going to make it happen. So that way it'll be there. Look, I can do a quick overview of Discord also today. There we go. So if you are in the mentorship group, Harold's going to do an overview on Discord today. So look for that. And Renee, please make sure the after show is recorded. Can't be there live, but love to hear all the info. Yes, it will be there. And then I'll have to just figure out how to post it. I need to try and do an infinity glass with logo. What's that? Yes, to Diana. Did I ask? What did I ask, Diana? What did I ask? Is that, the overview of Discord? I think that's what it was. So, I do. I need to get better at asking. I need to get better at checking in with people on things, because I've noticed that some customers that we had for stuff that, they've just went off, and it was like, oh, okay, there was no, there was no inclination. What's the word when you didn't see something coming? That they were, that they were unhappy or anything. They were there. And what I found out was that they bought their own equipment, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. That was a lot of when we got started on, was walking people through that process of, here, this is what we did. We farmed it out until we had enough business to support making that purchase ourselves. And, even with this, they're like, what's your thoughts on this? I'm like, well, for what you're ordering, if you do this daily, totally makes sense to get one. If you don't, then there's going to be some issues with it. We've lost other ones to pricing, and we might have to, revisit our pricing and stuff, but it's something that I don't take lightly to do. I don't like, very rarely will I lower prices. Things are constantly going up. There could be issues, where supplies go up, and it's always easier to run a sale, put something here, than it is to say, hey, guess what? I just lowered prices, but 3 months from now, we've got to raise them back up to where they were. So it's not something I want to do. I'm going to stay, pretty consistent on sticking where it is. I think what might happen is more volume discounts. So the more you order, then the more that the more you order, the more you save. Yeah, the more you order, the more you save. So I think that's the way I'm going to push that. And we'll see. Indication, that's what it is. I knew it was something like that. Indication. I was close with it. But it's things like that, pushing there. It's helping our other people that don't do a lot of things understand that they can do a lot of things by not having to do it. Does that make sense? You don't have to do it. I don't do embroidery. Does that mean that I'm not going to offer it? No, because we have somebody to do it. So it makes sense. Here's how we can do it. We can do this. Here's the price on it. We can mark it up. We make money. Same thing, with banners, yard signs. Those are all things that starting in March that people start needing. Any of your outdoor services, any of your contractors, they all start needing that. I need to start promoting that to, our wholesale people, not our retail people. Our retail people are different ones, and then they're going to get retail pricing. So things like that. And it just I need to create those columns. I need to create that content and put it on there. Sweet. Harold received his DTF package, and they look awesome. Love it, love it, love it. I love that when that happens. You guys help me out so much with that when you're able to do that, when you're able to post it, when you're able to talk about it and help us out with there. I just got a message, and I'm not 100% sure what the message is. When you can see part of something and put it in there. Yeah, Sarah, yes. Sarah sent me a message, and I think that would make sense. She goes, do a calendar in Google and name it something like, and that's what we could do is the gathering, and then I could put the links in there. So whatever is coming up, so shows, things like that. So I think that's a great idea, Sarah. Way to go on that. All right, let me look back at my list to see where we were on it. We talked commercials. Yeah, did we talk commercials? Did anybody see anything that was felt like it was money well spent? When you look at the cost of those, was there anything that was like, man, that was a great commercial? To me, they're kind of D-. I didn't see anything that was super stand out. I didn't see anything that really said, hey, we are going to get our money's worth out of this, besides Temu, whatever it is, the Moo. Besides the Moo, I don't know. I don't know if there was anything to be had there. So I'd like your, thoughts and opinions on it for those that watched it. What'd you think of the commercials? Those are marketing things. A couple of years ago, we had the one where it was just a QR code bouncing around, right? And that was a great one, because what did everybody do? They grabbed up their phone, they scanned it, and they crashed a website. So anything that can be interactive is good, but some of them just weren't there. I mean, you used to be able to count on, Anheuser-Busch giving us some top quality commercials. And while they're okay, there was nothing spectacular. And that goes, Pepsi, Doritos, you used to have some pretty sweet ones there. The E-Trade babies are growing up, and now they're out there playing pickleball. So it was a cute commercial, but it wasn't like best commercial ever. And I just don't know. I think having that one, there was stuff on there. What was it? Was it the Dove one, where it started talking about the girls, and then it went to like the body shaming stuff. So it started off, light, hard, and fun, and then it got like really serious. I'm like, oh man, they just kind of took the wind out of my sails on that one. So I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Dinah says, I outsource things as well. There's nothing wrong with outsourcing things. And that's when our business really went to that, next level, when it went up, because the amount of time we were focusing on doing things that we weren't good at, and somebody else was, it was costing us. So if somebody else is doing this for us, right? If somebody else is doing the printing or the design work or the website building or pick your thing. Not only is somebody else doing it that should be, better at it than what we are, it's freeing up that time. So while that job is getting done, yes. Now let's say that typically you sell something you do for 30, you sell for 70, or you sell for 100, so you make $70. By doing that opposite, you have somebody doing it for you. Their cost to you on it is 50. You're selling it for 100. Now you're making 50. You're like, whoa, I'm taking a hit by not doing this. You are, but you aren't, because that's being done. You can work on other things. Your time is not invested in that. You can work on sales. You can work on other things during that time and double dip, making money while somebody else is making money for you. So I'd love to be able to, convince people to do more of that, but it's tough because a lot of us are makers and feel like you need to have your hands on everything and do everything and make everything yourself. And I get it. I was there 100%. And then when I started being able to outsource stuff, that was when I was like, ooh, we can really move on some of the stuff. And so that's what we had there. Let's see. And Becky said, I liked the Budweiser commercial, but it was cute. Didn't feel like any of them were money well spent. Same way. I didn't think any were money well spent. D-Town, send out file for baseball team, hat for digitizing, get shirts ordered for Saturday's event, order vinyl for event, tint job at noon, finish hockey beanies. T-Town's got a nice busy day there. And Barb said the Clydesdale horses had the best commercials. Too bad they quit doing them. Yeah, and they had the one yesterday, where they got lost in the snowstorm. The dog helped direct them. So, they had one. And just had to make a run of keychain lanyards for the tint bus. I ran out. For the tint business, I ran out. Well, one day you're going to have those ran, so that way you're able to show all of us, right? You're able to show us all, and then we have them on the website. We can order them. I can get some over here and press them for Tuesday with Todd. It's going to be amazing. That's what's going to happen there. Duncan commercial was funny. Arnold Twins gave me a chuckle. Nerd ones were the best. Yeah, the nerd ones was decent. Arnold one, it was kind of predictable. It was like, he can't pronounce, what was it, the R? Is that what it was? Neighbor. Yeah, so the R on it, and having DeVito in there. So yeah, it wasn't bad. The Duncan, I think, just had a lot going on. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on with that commercial, and there was a lot going on in that commercial, and to see Ben Affleck rap, I'm not too sure about that. But that's all I got today. If you guys don't have much, if you guys don't have anything else, I might get out of here early. Set up. We got the next one at 9:30 over in the private mentorship group, which if you are not a member, come join us. There is a lot of great information over there, and we are just getting more and more each day. Come over here at patreon.com/fatdadmc. We'll be here. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow night, Tuesday with Todd, we have Bob in, and I'm pretty sure we're talking virtual assistants. I'm almost positive. That's why I'm touching base with him today to get that figured out. And then Wednesday, Friday, we'll be here. There will be some bundles dropping to right after Valentine's Day. So we'll start seeing those drop. And we're just going to keep powering through and doing things because that's what we need to get done. So until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.